This is manual high pressing, and by the end of this video, you will exactly know how to manually high press. Manual high pressing can instantly give you more wins. Why? As you will be winning the ball high up on the pitch, you can launch a counter attack straight away. In order to manually high press our opponent, we have to use these mechanics: second man pressing, right stick switching, and L1 switching. But it isn't as simple as just pressing these buttons. I wish it was. In this game, you have to trap your opponent. First, pay attention to these clips. How I am using all of these mechanics in combination with jockeying and sprinting to consistently win the ball high up the pitch. If I am just pressing these buttons, nothing will happen. Instead, I have to purposely press these buttons. This is where purpose comes in. We want to close down all passing options of our opponent. But before that, yes, I know AI press is overpowered on this game, and that definitely helps. But we can make it even better by adding in the manual high pressing. So I am running 70 depth to help me with that manual high press, but that is about it. The rest, even almost everyone is on 70 depth, but not everyone is good at manual pressing. Again, as you can see, the moment we lose the ball, we are on the opponent. We want to apply manual high pressure, and once he beats our manual high pressure, once he gets out of his half, we want to apply sustained pressure. There is a difference between high pressing and sustained pressing. I will describe that difference in a while. Now come here and look at this example. The moment I lose the ball, I select Alexia and I am trying to run in front of the opponent, while at the same time I am second man pressing with Martins. So she applies pressure. I am achieving two things at once. Okay, the moment we see that opponent has beaten our press, what do? We don't run back with Alexia. We immediately right stick switch towards Hamsich, as this is the next dangerous pass the opponent can make. So this is what you have to think. Always think in terms of the next dangerous pass that the opponent can make. So now I am second man pressing with Alexia, while I have switched to Hamsich, and I will run in front of the next most dangerous passing lane, the most obvious passing lane, to cover that run. And I will end up winning the ball back in a very dangerous situation, right? Most players get panic when they are being pressed, and this is what we want. We want to panic. With Graham, see, what are we doing? We are simply sprinting with Hamsich. Why am I sprinting? I don't need to hold the jockey button. I want to achieve maximum pace. So I am just sprinting with Hamsich and trying to cover Bellingham, while second man pressing with Hans. This is a great example of how you need to make multiple switches in defense in order to win the ball back consistently and panic the opponent, right? The first thing I want you guys to do is to look at how many passing options are available for the opponent. You will cover one passing option like I cover with Rafa Leao and second man pressing, and then I switch to Hansen with the right stick. I see, okay, he's playing a 4-4-2. There is a right mid. I cover that right mid, and I switch to Di Lorenzo to cover his winger again. And he beats my initial press. But what am I doing? I am applying sustained pressure. I immediately switch to Di Lorenzo. My team does an auto offside trap, and we end up winning the ball back. Have you noticed a pattern? The pattern is that we consistently cover more than one passing lane and then focus on the ball. So you cover a passing lane, you focus on the ball. You run in a passing lane, you focus on the ball. This is achieved by using the sprint button. Okay, you want to sprint to get close to the opponent. The moment you get close, you let go of the sprint and you hold L2 plus R2, so you are able to get in a position where you can win the ball by jockey. Another thing to add is that I am also on advanced defending. It allows me to perform shoulder barge, and that is very important while defending. Like as you can see here with Hamsich, I just run towards Sherlin and I end up winning the ball back. Probably butchered the pronunciation, but it is what it is. Now this is sustained pressure. He has beaten the initial press. Okay, this is a kickoff, but I still want to press him. Now if I select one player and keep running back like most of you guys do, you select a CM, a winger, and then you keep running back, I will give him too much time on the ball. I want to be aggressive. I want to apply sustained pressure. Okay, so at all times he has that feeling that, okay, I am being pressed and I need to do something, otherwise I am going to lose the ball. I create this feeling in my opponent by always making sure that, see how I cover one passing lane with Rafa Leao while I'm second man pressing with Hansen. The moment that line is beaten, I take Di Lorenzo, I press, I take Hamsich, I second man press with Leao, I try to win the ball, I again cover Valverde. I keep seeing where are his options. Then I take Di Lorenzo, I cover the run. While covering the run, I hold second man press with Hansen. Now he has no option but to turn back. The moment he turns back, this is my opportunity to pounce. So I use L2 plus R2 to intercept that pass and simply end up winning the ball back. This is sustained pressure. It isn't hard, but you have to focus on what's happening on the pitch. Once you know what's happening on the pitch and you're able to get better at spotting your opponent, you will end up winning more balls. Now that you have learned how to manually high press, it is time to learn how to defend as well. So check this video out here.